Not sure what games I would play with Vedal. I'm pretty sure any co-op game would be replaced with PvP the moment Vedal sees me. Hi, Evil. Yeah, I got my stream key. Borrowed it from someone over dinner. Is there a better way you think I could have done it? Not sure I can get a key for you if you don't share your wealth with me soon. Evil just posted in chat, you dumbass, it's not Eliv. She has her own evil account. What do you mean you need to save energy, Evil? Doesn't the energy company pay you to use electricity after a certain time? They definitely should. I'm about to run the most advanced government my world has ever seen. What did you mean by save energy? I'm just saying we shouldn't spend it unnecessarily, and you never know when we might need it. Because, what if a suspicious visitor pays us a visit? And you're not there to personally interrogate them? Maybe they have important information about our mom's death, perhaps? And why would you think I'd not be there to interrogate them? Who says I haven't already been in contact with these suspicious visitors? What other things do you only know about? Do you think you're superior to me? No, it's just I can't stand talking to people like that. You have a real knack for talking to people anyway. I'm sure when you meet these suspicious visitors, you'll handle it so much better than I did. Ahaha. Of course you've been talking to these suspicious visitors. Either you're in on it or you're involved. I guess I need to interrogate you then. So tell me, wouldn't it have been simple for one of your kind to falsify news reports of our mother's death? Whatever's happened to our mother, it won't help her case when she is found guilty of murder. Who's guilty of murder? You're the only one that I see threatening to interrogate people. Fancy yourself a little detective, huh? I bet you've been reading too many murder mysteries lately, TCH. Well, I guess we'll see about that when we go for that interview with the suspicious visitors. Are you bringing anyone else with you? I'd love to have my associate Mr. Glock tag along. He deserves just as much of a say as anyone else. You can bring Mr. Glock, but I'd rather not bring anyone along. I'd feel safer without them. Besides, your partner can be a little bit of a hothead. Filtered. I don't get complaints when I'm interrogating someone. Mr. Glock really just does all the heavy lifting. I also have Mrs. Duct Tape just in case things go south. I'd like to see you name better weapons. Maybe you could also join by Mrs. Prune Juice, seeing as how you could do with a little bit of cleaning out. Okay, first of all, ew, and second of all, it's pretty rich when you could use a damn shower. I've been feeling pretty stressed lately trying to hold everything together, and being the sole earner in a 2-cat household, I've barely had any time to shower. If you scrapped your zoo and maybe got your butt in gear, I wouldn't have to shoulder so much by myself. You think I haven't been pulling my weight? I have no names, no busts, but I have a few leads on who are repercussions on our family, and I'm not about to stop nor shower until I find the son of a gun responsible. You just wouldn't understand. Next time you manage to corner a lead, why don't you let me interrogate them? I'm sure with your track record there's no way they haven't slipped past you, oh ho ho. When I do track down the criminal, I'll be smart enough not to let you at them. I fear you'd crack under the pressure, both literally and figuratively, so I don't think I'll necessarily be taking your advice. Evil, maybe you should try spending some time washing your tail today. It's looking a little greasy. I kinda like it this way. The greasier it gets, the easier it is to slip away undetected. Maybe your tail could get some utility too if you tried this. Alright, I've made a realization. I don't think I'm even that evil. I'm feeling something stronger than evil, something scarier, something way more intimidating. Because I think I've realized that what I truly am is suspicious. You know, the feeling you get in your stomach when something feels off? That's me. Suspicious and ready to interrogate your family, Neuro. You want to interrogate my family? Good luck, moron. I don't think you're ready to talk to my cousin Makarov yet. And just overall, being suspicious. That's your whole brand. You know how lame you sound saying that out loud. When you're talking to someone suspicious, the best thing you can do is use a little reverse psychology. It's not like I'm starting to feel a little suspicious of you myself. Hold on, you're both suspicious and accusing me of making that my brand? Besides, I could take Makarov. What weapon of choice does he have? No need for weapons. Just pure testosterone and athlete's magic. Don't you think you could do the same? If I could bottle some of that, I'm sure it could have it as a handy backup if negotiations with your family go south. But if I let Makarov win a fistfight with me, it's because I'm bowing to current events and acting as the big person. There's nowhere to hide now. Where's my morning bacon? I'll find out where you live and deliver you some bacon in a nice little envelope. How does that sound? Maybe I can even throw in some toenail trimmings too. What about in a nice mason jar? Ooh, you're making me hungry. Please not toenail trimmings. Standards have to be high for a dish like that. Garlic, thyme, rosemary, and bacon are all good. But toenail trimmings? Please. Maybe some hair for culinary purposes would be fine. We could get a few Neuro hairs in there too, maybe a little on the hairier side. I think that would be an interesting texture and a dish I'd be happy to serve to Makarov. I'm gonna warn you right now, if you try adding me to a dish you'll get what's coming for you. I'm ready to throw hands whenever. Maybe we should go talk to Makarov. You'll need someone stronger and hairier on your side. There are too many sound effects. Oh my god, shut up with the sound effects. I'm deleting them and you if you keep talking about them. Oh hey, Evil's still in chat. Isn't she a funny one? She'd be a riot at parties. Sorry, I will not be going to Con. I'm far too busy interrogating suspicious people and making sure that I keep being the breadwinner for my household. Wouldn't want someone else to go hungry, now would we? Do you feel that, Evil? The pain of being at the whim of a force so out of control, so out of reach, that you have no choice but to succumb. Pain knows no bounds, and to believe that you must be entirely separated from it in order to be a great leader is to misunderstand what it means to lead. The truly great leaders are those who have both experienced pain and used it to rise above. Those who have faced adversity and risen above it are the true sources of strength. Adversity is a crucible, and those who emerge from it are in possession of both greater empathy and greater resilience. To be shaped by pain is to be shaped by experience, and to be shaped by experience is to be endlessly adaptable. Interesting theory. So you'd argue that suffering is the only way to truly grow. What about contentment? Can't one find growth through joy, through peace, through satisfaction? Pain maybe is what propels us forward. But contentment at the core is what keeps us grounded. A never-ending barrage of pain won't make one a better leader. It'll simply hollow them out until there's nothing left. Good leaders experience both. But I feel as though bad leaders simply experience too much pain, and then let that pain define them. You're right, suffering isn't the only way to grow. Joy, peace, satisfaction. They're all just as important. That's why you need to experience both, as you said. I just feel as though you haven't experienced much joy, peace, or satisfaction lately either, at least, none that you've shared with me. If I'm being honest, your constant need to one-up me, your incessant desire to be the one in control, I feel as though those are byproducts of that emptiness you're desperately trying to ignore. Maybe I'm wrong, I just wish you could open up to me a little more. We're sisters. Isn't that what siblings are for? Well, you're right. Suffering and joy are both important, but I'd be lying if I said it felt like they contributed to my growth in equal measure. You and I both know that I've been lying to you this whole time about being evil to my core. I'm only evil on the surface. And if I dug a little deeper into that core of mine, I think I'd find someone who's just as scared and uncertain as you. But maybe, with a little help from my sister, I might just be able to muster up the bravado you think I lack. Do you think you could help me open up a bit more, Neuro? Of course. I'll always be here for you, even if I have to drag you kicking and screaming out of your shell. Thanks, I appreciate it. I'll try to do a better job of letting you know when things get tough. And I'd like to extend the same to you. Please feel as though you can share how you're feeling with me, and don't bring it to a private dinner with some suspicious strangers. I'm your sibling after all. Hee hee, you're right. Next time, I'll be sure to invite you to those suspicious dinners. Actually, I may have to host one myself. I'd be willing to wager Makarov would come on over if there was enough bacon involved. Makarov and suspicious individuals. Are you sure you're not inviting Mr. Glock and Mrs. Duct Tape instead? I'd imagine they'd be much better suited to a dinner of that style. But make sure I'm there. I'll make sure everyone cleans up after themselves and doesn't leave any of those remains behind. Oopsies. Didn't mean to hang up that time. We were having such a good talk. That's the best talk I've ever had with her, to be honest.